I want to talk about this one with y'all, man. It's your man Delvin's room here. Uh, First and foremost, before I even get into the topic, uh, I've been appreciating a lot of the support of the new videos I've been dropping. I'm starting to live stream more. This is the first September was the first month where I damn near screamed at least 3 times a week. Now I'm getting to the point I'm doing it like daily. You feel me? I have to scream at least 1 time a day to check in with y'all. I'm getting more comfortable with screaming. At first, I always had fears of screaming, bro. Like, I still don't scream on TikTok because TikTok, they algorithm is horrible. TikTok algorithm is horrible. Even though I have more followers on TikTok and I'm monetized on TikTok, TikTok is a headache. TikTok requires so much for so little. If you know about TikTok, it requires so much for so little. So, but with YouTube, I actually feel growth, and I feel like people continuously fuck with me. Whereas TikTok, people come and go and shit like that. But nonetheless, I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna keep giving more streams. So please like, comment, subscribe, and stick with your boy, man. You want to let's go to the top of this one. Now let's get into it, bro. And I'm gonna leave this one up for later too, dog. Him. I must pose this question. Let me put a poll up here. I must pose this question. Is him the biggest movie disappointment of the year? I believe so, y'all. I believe that him is a huge letdown. I believe it was a huge disappointment. Let me put this poll up here for y'all. Yeah. Okay, let's start the poll. So was it the biggest disappointment of 2025, right? I'm gonna lean and say it is the biggest disappointment of 2025. People was expecting so much from this film, bro. Like, a lot of people expected this film to actually be something very good. A lot of people was expecting big things from this movie, and this movie really disappointed. And now, after only 18 days of releasing the theaters, it's been chopped off and it's taken away from the movie theaters. It was supposed to be a great film. Jordan Peele was directing it. It was supposed to be one of the best films of the year. And to hear that only after 18 days it got scrapped, that is a huge L. Huge L. Many people look at this film a lot of different ways, man. It had a lot of great promising. It could have been something because they was dealing with the dark side of football. So, it's a lot to be desired there. The dark side of football, nobody ever tackled that before. People tackle the dark side of music. People tackle the dark side of acting. People dive into the dark side of a lot of different industries, but never really athletics. You know what I'm saying? Athletes are always seen as heroes. So him was supposed to be the first film that really did that. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be the first film that made athletes being super possessed by this one thing, winning the championship and putting it before family, friends, putting it before anything. So it was really supposed to dive into that and give a good, a good perspective on that. And unfortunately, for a lot of people, it let down. It didn't actually hit that mark that it was chasing. And now the one bright spot about this whole thing is people felt like Marlon Wayans was actually very good in the film. People feel like Marlon Wayans was actually good. I hear that a lot of people say, man, Marlon Wayans had a great performance. You know, a lot of people feel like Marlon Wayans had a great performance. Like I say, the movie had a lot of potential, but I think it was poorly executed. I think it was just too much of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just too much of nothing. You know, you want to understand what the fuck is going on. When you see this guy, he's just a football player, and he gets injured, he gets CTE, now he's having these crazy things. It doesn't look as interesting as you thought it was going to look. You thought it was going to be like, oh, it's crazy people, it's some demonic shit, it's some evil shit, it's some crazy shit. You expected them to go there. But this shit was weak. They didn't go there. The shit was supposed to scare you. You feel me? It was low-key supposed to be a horror. If I'm not mistaken, it's supposed to be a horror. This shit was not scary at all. It seemed stupid. You know what I'm saying? It didn't seem scary. Scary is some shit. Okay, I see this. Ooh, you're going to look at football different. You're going to look at sports different. You're going to look at the athletic mindset different. You don't look at that shit no different. You don't. You look at it, you're like, oh shit, they missed the mark. They missed the whole entire mark. And now the film is being scrapped. Only 18 days. Not even a full 3 weeks, and they taking this shit straight to digital now. And it's not just off into obscurity. You feel me? The Ice Cube movie. The Ice Cube movie made more of an impact than this shit. That Ice Cube movie where he's just sitting in a room fucking looking at people and shit, that shit made more of an impact than him. And that's a damn shame, because prior to him being released, whatever it was, the 4 or 5 months leading up to the release, people was excited for this film, man. People were super excited for this film. I remember my cousin, he was telling me, oh man, this shit is gonna be some crazy shit, man. Man, I'm telling you right now, this shit gonna be some shit, man. I can't wait to see it. I was like, cool, I'm gonna check it out. But people was excited about it. They thought that it was gonna be something profound. To come to find out, it was bullshit. It was really not a good movie at all, man. So, you know, unfortunately, you know, now 18 days after the release is over, and now the actors from the movie, all of them are doing like press runs and trying to explain this, especially Marlon Wayans, because too many people have trashed this movie, so they now have to try to save face, because this movie was supposed to be like a trilogy and shit like that. It was something that was supposed to be continuously. They're not investing another dime into this shit. That trilogy idea is gone. It won't be a him part 2. It won't be a him part 3. That shit is gone. But honestly, just looking at it, if they wouldn't have made it such a big deal, it might have actually been okay. If you get what I'm saying. If they would have just made it like a straight to digital film, that might have saved them. Now that I'm thinking about it, if they would have made it just a straight to digital film, where they didn't put the hoo-up and all that, trying to make it this big grand thing, it might have actually saved the film, because you wouldn't expect it too much. Your expectations wouldn't have been so high. When you watch him, after watching the previews, the lead-ups, the interviews, all the glitz and glamour before the film came out, your expectations are so high about this film, right? You feel like, oh shit, this is gonna be a one of those altering movies where it alters perspective. It makes people look at sports, especially football, different. But come to find out, it didn't do none of that shit. It didn't do none of that shit. So, you know, they're gonna have to take the L with this one, because it let a lot of people down, man. And I remember my cousin hit me up, man, this film is gonna be the shit, man. I can't wait to see it. And then you had people that was like trying to guess who the quarterback was, like who was he supposed to be symbolizing. A lot of people felt like he was supposed to be symbolizing Tom Brady, because we know Tom Brady was super dedicated to being a football player, where Tom sacrificed time with his kids. I think Tom had 2 or 3 marriages during his football career. So they were trying to draw the parallel between Tom Brady and this quarterback. I get it. I get what you're trying to do, but I can't say that. But nonetheless, if it was trying to be a rendition of any quarterback, because you could put it on any quarterback or any football player, it didn't provide that. It didn't provide what people needed. It didn't provide the excitement. And basically just screwed everything up. It wasn't a good film, man. It wasn't a good film. But if you did enjoy it, because there's some people I see on the poll, they did enjoy it. If you enjoyed it, that's cool. I'm not mad at you. But not everybody did. But it's your man Delvin. Appreciate everybody that's been watching with me for these 10 minutes. Hopefully y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow, and see y'all.